What do National Lampoon, John Belushi, punk rock, the Velvet Underground, the Beach Boys, Ron Howard, and David Lynch all have in common? More than you would have imagined, but first and foremost, they all came together in the world of Peter Ivers.
New Wave Theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Peter Ivers.
My name is Josh Frank, and I'm the creator of the book In Heaven Everything is Fine, The Unsolved Life of Peter Ivers and Lost History of New Wave Theater.
If you see 8 bears in fear in a fight, you better help the bears.
1, 2, 3, 4!
I was winding down writing the Pixies book, and so I sort of on the side started trying to find out anything I could about this guy Peter Ivers, and there was a couple little tidbits here and there on the internet, not a lot. His murder was unsolved, and the police worked for about a year after his death on trying to come up with something, and they came up with nothing. He hosted a TV show called New Wave Theater.
With your charming and delightful host, Peter Ivers.
He was a musician. He had a couple albums. And he was the greatest living harmonica player at the time, actually. It was sort of a side note for him, but all of the great blues singers, whenever they'd play and Peter would be in the audience watching them, they'd give a little shout out to Peter and introduce him as such. And so there's just all these pop culture connections to people that I admired, you know, from the Pixies covering him, to working with David Lynch, to knowing Harold Ramis, and all these things. And so I was intrigued, and so I started collecting data and information, and finally I started trying to find some people that knew him, and talked to a number of people, and next thing I knew, not only was I collecting this guy's life story, but I was also starting to learn about his mysterious death, which was unsolved. It was a cold case. And because of the book, Detective Clifford Shepard reopened the cold case and started looking into it again.